Hello folks, Jared here and welcome back to Racing House. And guess what? We are having a proper car review after, well, 11 months. I mean, the last car that I reviewed was the Ford GT race car, which was like 11 months ago. I mean, granted, I did do the R2 class breakdown after that, but you know, it wasn't like... I mean, I guess that sort of counted as reviews, so in that case I only haven't reviewed any cars for half a year, which I guess is measurably better. Anyway, I did say that I was going to get my hands on a few cars before 7.0 drops, and this being one of them. Obviously, we are talking about the R34 Skyline, which, I mean, yeah, it has like a fucking kick-ass, you know, body kit on it, or a wide body or whatever. It's pretty cool. It's also, you know, one of the fastest R2 class cars in the game. Now the world record for this car is a 6.601, so you know, that's pretty good. And honestly, I mean, this car has four-wheel drive because, you know, it's a Skyline. It's what they do. The GTRs, obviously, the GTs are rear-wheel drive. But this card's actually, oddly enough, quite a lot of fun to race, so we're gonna, you know, just have some fun with it today. I don't think I'm gonna pink slip it, but let me show you guys the setup. So I'm fairly sure this is the correct way to tune the car. I did go to every single part, you know, I did check it out. Unfortunately, most of the R34 RTEs are pink slip locked because, you know, they were a price. I believe of, you know, in the whole December, the December events that went on last year. So I actually managed to get, you know, my hands on one, which was not trade locked because I really did not play, you know, racing rivals at that time, or just, you know, had very little interest in it. So there you go. Obviously, this car maxes out, you know, quite normally. It does come stock with a turbo on it, which is, you know, pretty useful. There you go. I mean, I did not check whether this thing's actually better with supercharger, but I would assume it's not. Also, the, you know, maxing out pattern is actually, you know, fairly standard. No actual parts, which, you know, are not, you know, common. I don't know, I haven't done this in so fucking long. I really do not like these rims, even though they sort of match the car. You know what, just let me do a thumbnail shot. There you go, that's okay. I'm gonna put some different rims on it, not sure which, but one's for sure. This one's, I mean, to be honest, they do look better. What about the T37s? You know what, I mean, nah, they just... But these ones, fuck it, let's just go with these. There you go. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, let's have another thumbnail shot, and let me show you guys how to drive it. Granted, I did not run in this game for quite a while, so I am awful. I did do a couple of test runs, so I got the vague idea about how this car runs, but if you're looking for like a professional, you know, opinion on this car, that's not what you can currently get from me, so that's just a disclaimer, and I probably should have mentioned that a bit sooner. But this car, as I've said, you know, quite fun to drive. The release is on early second light, and all your shifts are fast. That's all I can say about it. Something like that. I mean, I'm just, you know, shifting at the point, you know, the game tells me to. The shifts are super fast, so obviously this does kind of remind me of a faster version of the R2 class Nismo G3, and I mean, I did actually get some pretty good times. I mean, as you guys were able to see, I slammed the first gear there, and I, you know, was still only, you know, 50 milliseconds off the world record, which, you know, granted is a bit, but considering how mediocre the run was, utterly. So there you go. Let's go to another shot. This should be a bit better. I'm not gonna be getting very good reaction times, but I mean, it does seem like, you know, you're actually supposed to shift the way the game tells you to. Oddly enough, I mean, on some cars that's not the case. There you go. This would be slightly better. I did not hit a perfect launch in the 20 runs that I've done, you know, in preparations for this video, so... Yeah, it is not the easiest car to drive. Missed the launch there. There we go, that would be a better RT. I mean, it does remind me of the Nismo G3 in a lot of ways, except it looks cooler in my opinion. It's, you know, more expensive. This is actually one of the most expensive cars in the game left. I mean, you know, it's not super expensive, but it is expensive considering, you know, the 7.0 is gonna drop. The shifting really reminds me of it as well, because, you know, you can miss the launch in the Nismo G3 and still get, you know, a perfect launch. I mean, not a fucking perfect launch, but still get, you know, like a 6.7 in that car. And in this case, it's... well, it's pretty much the same. I missed the launch and I got a 6.6 here. So this car... yeah, you probably don't want to be pink slipping against it unless you're suiciding. Let me give it another shot. Oh my god, that was a perfect launch. There you go. I hit the wall though, so that's not gonna be ideal. Can we still hit the PB? We might be able to, which would be weird. We actually did. That was pretty much only because my times before that were, well, you know, with bad RTs. Let's try again. Maybe it's like, it's almost like the Evo launch. It's more like, it's not quite the Bentley G3 launch though. Nope. That was like a really bad go shifting attempt there. You know what, how about we hop into a lobby and make this a bit more interesting, so I'm not just here, you know, in sort of like a fucking single player mode, just talking to myself, as I normally don't, oddly enough. So, let's go ahead and, I traded for this car a while ago, by the way, did not buy it, because I'm broke, because, you know, my Tibby needs to feed, so yeah. There you go, it's a lobby. How many people are gonna try to pink slip me? I hope not many. Also, here's another wrap of this thing. Let's see if he wants to done. But we're probably just gonna end up getting challenged by some R3s here. I mean, this R3 scene really not for me. I mean, the 82 plus lobby has been cancelled ever since it was released, honestly, so yeah. I mean, ever since they changed the fucking lobby system. And they really need to fucking fix that for some point, in my opinion. I just missed that, okay. I guess it was just, you know, me being scared because of the focus and Hooray yelling in the background. Fuck my life. Okay. Let's try this again. So that was just fucking embarrassing. Okay. I really do want to run the Skyline here. See what happens then. I mean, maybe run for some money, I guess. I really don't care about the cash, so... yeah. That focus obviously wanted pings, but, like, come on. This lobby is actually surprisingly full compared to the usual, which is kind of sad because it's still not like completely full. Is this force painted? Kind of, yeah, it looked force painted. I mean, it didn't look force painted on the icon, it just looked, you know, slightly different. So there you go. That's another 3, which actually has a fairly comparable speed to this car, oddly enough. Also, they need to change some of the fucking car classes. I actually don't know what's gonna change, so I don't know. There you go, it's a bit better. Can we actually beat that? I guess that's a no. I mean, I thought I ran a good time, but the 787B, probably the most consistent car in the game. Like, I think it's so easy to... Wow, that's a really fucking good time with the 787B. Holy shit. Okay. I mean, I didn't run a bad time in my opinion. Oh, hello. That's nice. I do wanna run versus that. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Let's give it a shot. I mean, these things are actually fairly common, so that's nice to see. I mean, yeah, this is mostly just repeating myself over and over again. It's cool. There you go, thumbnail. Here's the launch. Okay, I wasn't sure whether I hit the nose button there for a second. There you go. I missed that. Maybe it can be like a silly thumbnail, which I'm not very known for. But hey, we actually won that. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but yeah, we did some runs with the car. I mean, my full opinion on the car, I really like it. I'm probably gonna end up selling this one just because, you know, I really have any connection to it, but it's very nice. It's pretty much, you know, like an advanced version of a car, which has been pretty much, you know, the standard for, you know, R2s in the previous years, honestly, that being the Nismo GT3, so it's cool. It's what people wanted, and I do have to say that it probably lived up to their expectations, so it's pretty cool. I mean, obviously cars, you know, from before 7.0 will still be in the game, so it's pretty cool. Final run. Please do not raise pinks on me. Nope, thank you very much. That's very nice of you. Let's give this thing one more run. Maybe a PB or something. Oh, he fouled. That was a perfect launch. Sad face. Let's give it another shot then. I mean, it's not difficult when you really focus on it, but granted, I did have a bit of experience with, you know, racing rivals in the past, so who the fuck am I to tell? Final run though. You guys let me know if there's, you know, any newer stuff that you want me to check out for 7.0 jobs, and oh, fuck off. Not the greatest. It's a piss poor RT, honestly. But yeah, I think this might have been my PB. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Minus the RT, obviously. So thank you guys for watching. Name's Jerry, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.